I was at McDonald's, and while I was waiting in line, I noticed Blady was there too, sitting at one of the tables. I know he has said before that he is okay with fans coming up to him in public, but I didn't want to bother him, so I just sat down to enjoy my food. After a few minutes, some kid started crying about how he wanted a pie. It was getting pretty annoying as the mother was not doing anything about it, but I figured kids will be kids, so I didn't mind too much. Suddenly, someone shouted out, "Control your kid or Law'll control him for you." It was Blady. The kid's mom looked flabbergasted. "What did you just—" she started as Blady cut her off. What, he kept repeating whenever she opened her mouth. You could tell he realized he had gone too far. He sighed. "I'm sorry. I had a long flight today. I'll tell you what, I have an extra pie. Would you like it?" He gestured towards the boy, who nodded sheepishly. "Well, why don't you go get it?" he replied as he chucked it across the restaurant towards the trash can. It hit some girl in the face. By this point, everyone in the store was looking at him. I decided I should say something. "Hey, you need to calm?" He grunted like Tim Allen and cut me off. "Whatever, I'm not hungry anyways," he said. He started walking towards the door and swiped a French fry off a little girl's plate. He looked down at her and whispered, "What are you going to do, Fry, about it?" and laughed loudly to himself. He then knocked over her drink and walked out the door. Nay, yeah, that last story was a joke. LOL Echo 2K met him after an Ives tumor show in NYC. When we were taking a picture, he pulled me closer to him. I guess he knew that I'm the #1 High Fever fan. C signed something for me. And then he smiled when I said, "Can I get a selfie for the story real quick?" So I guess we're probably best friends at this point. Asked about any future music with Mechatalk, and he said yes. Turned out to be Amygdala, maybe more. Also met him at the pop-up, which was cool. Blady met him at the NYC pop-up. He came out just to say hi and take pictures with everyone. Got my Eversince CD and Alien hat signed, and he offered to sign both the disc and outside covering part with the album cover, IDK, what that'd be called. So I was like, yeah, sure, LOL. Took a few pictures with him as well. I wish I had something interesting to ask him about, but I did not expect to meet him, so my mind was blank. Also ran into him after the Solo Echo show in NYC White Armor. Met him at the pop-up. Laughed when I said I barely recognized him after he shaved his head. He signed my Alien hat, trying to get the whole gang, and also offered to sign the Eversince CD I was holding saying Eversince Good Album. Also ran into him after the Solo Echo show, but we just waved because he was entering a car. They were all very nice and spent a good amount of time with everyone. Very chill people. I met Varg and then Echo 2K in another place, in my last day of holidays in Stockholm. Varg was chill AF and somehow knew where I was from. I asked how'd he knew, but forgot what he answered. LOL. 30 min later, I see Echo. We talked a bit, and before taking a selfie, I said, "I look goofy as fuck, man." He said, "Me too." And yeah, the photo came out pretty goofy. Cool guys, I hope the best for them.